Tonight, when you go to bed, your brain will do something most people have never heard of. While you sleep, it activates a hidden cleaning system, a network of channels that flushes toxic waste from your neurons, restores damaged connections, prepares you for tomorrow. Scientists call it the glymphatic system, and for most of human history, it worked perfectly. But something has changed, and a study just published in the journal Neurology has found the clearest evidence yet that millions of people are unknowingly shutting this system down. Not through what they eat, not through how long they sleep, but through something far more specific. When during the day they are most active. The Atherosclerosis Risk and Community Study. One of the largest and longest-running cardiovascular studies in American history, researchers from UT Southwestern Medical Center and Johns Hopkins University recruited 2,183 adults, average age 79, all of them dementia-free when the study began. Each participant wore a small wearable monitor on their chest, not to track their heart rate, but to capture something far more subtle, the natural rhythm of their daily movement. When they were active, when they rested, how consistent that pattern was. Every hour, for 12 days straight. That rhythm, rising in the morning, falling at night, rising again the next day, is your circadian rhythm, your body's master clock, programmed over 300,000 years of human evolution. Researchers measured the strength of each person's circadian rhythm using something called relative amplitude. Think of it like the difference between a powerful ocean wave and a barely visible ripple. The stronger your rhythm, the more defined your active hours versus your rest hours. They divided participants into 3 groups: strong rhythm, medium rhythm, weak rhythm. Then they followed all of them for an average of 3 years, recording every dementia diagnosis. The results were stark. In the strong rhythm group, 31 out of 728 people developed dementia. In the weak rhythm group, 106 out of 727 people developed dementia. After adjusting for age, blood pressure, and cardiovascular disease, people with weak circadian rhythms had nearly 2.5 times the risk of developing dementia. 2.5 times. And it didn't stop there. For every standard drop in rhythm strength, dementia risk climbed another 54%. The weaker your clock, the higher your risk, without exception. But the most unexpected finding was still to come. It wasn't just about how strong your circadian rhythm is. It was about timing. Specifically, when during the day your body reaches its single highest point of activity. People whose activity peaked before 2:14 p.m. in the earlier window had significantly lower dementia risk. Their bodies were working the way evolution designed them to work. But people whose activity peaked at 2:15 p.m. or later had a 45% higher risk of developing dementia, nearly half again as likely. Think about what that means in real life. That's the person who can't focus until after lunch, who feels most productive in the late afternoon, who exercises in the evening because mornings feel impossible. That pattern, which feels completely normal to millions of people, may be a signal that their circadian clock is running late. Quick question, and be honest with yourself. When during the day are you most active? Before noon, between noon and 2, or after 2 p.m.? If your answer was after 2, this next part is especially important for you, because understanding why this happens changes everything about how you approach your day. Your body is not the same machine all day long. It runs on a precise biological schedule, one that evolution has been refining for hundreds of thousands of years. In the early morning, your brain releases cortisol, alertness surges, your immune system suppresses inflammation, and critically, neural repair processes activate. Your brain is literally rebuilding itself. By early afternoon, that window begins to narrow. The repair processes slow. Your body starts preparing, very gradually, for rest. When your circadian rhythm is shifted late, this entire schedule is pushed back. Your peak repair window now overlaps with when you should be sleeping, and your sleep, when it finally comes, is less restorative, less deep, less effective. And here is where the dementia connection becomes clear. Your brain produces waste constantly, byproducts of normal neural activity. One of the most dangerous is a protein called amyloid-beta. In a healthy brain with a strong circadian rhythm, the glymphatic system clears amyloid efficiently during sleep. Those toxic proteins are flushed out before they can accumulate. But when the circadian rhythm is weak or shifted, the glymphatic system underperforms. The clearance channels narrow, the flow slows, and amyloid begins to build up over years, over decades, until the plaques grow large enough to disrupt neural communication, and what we call dementia begins. Dr. Wendy Wang, who led the study, put it clearly. Disruptions in circadian rhythms may interfere with the sleep-wake cycle and alter body processes such as inflammation. Over time, these disruptions could influence the buildup or clearance of amyloid plaques in the brain linked to dementia. This is not a theory. This is measured, in real people, over real time, with wearable technology that any of us could use today. Here is what matters most. Your circadian rhythm is not fixed. It is not determined by your genetics alone. It responds, every single day, to signals from your environment. Signal number 1, morning light. Within 30 minutes of waking, expose yourself to natural daylight, even 10 minutes outside. This single action resets your master clock faster than almost anything else. It tells every cell in your body, day has begun. Start the sequence. Signal number 2, move early. Schedule your most demanding physical or cognitive activity before 2 p.m. Not because afternoon exercise is harmful, but because consistent early activity anchors your rhythm to the right time window. Your brain's repair processes follow where your activity leads. Signal number 3, reduce evening light. Every screen you look at after sunset sends a false signal to your brain. It says, the sun is still up. Don't release melatonin yet. Don't start the cleanup. And so your brain waits, and the window shortens. 3 signals: morning light, early activity, evening darkness. They sound simple, but for your circadian clock, they are everything. Your body has been keeping time for 300,000 years. Long before alarm clocks, long before electric light, long before the concept of a work schedule. It knows when to wake, when to repair, when to clean, when to rest. The research is clear. The mechanism is understood. The signals are within your control. The only question that remains, are you listening to it?